Hey, this is my first video blog, and I read a piece by Catherine Simon, and more or less in her piece she surmised that morality should be taught within the classroom. And it's a little hard to answer that question if we should teach morality in the classroom, because there's a lot of stakeholders in the classroom: teachers, parents, students, and we all have different moral values. So, on a quest to find out if we should teach morality in the classroom, I've asked several different people, and let's hear their responses, and then maybe I'll respond to their responses, and so we can see if morality should be taught in the classroom. Gone.
Okay. Should morality be taught in the schools? My opinion is that morality needs to be taught in the homes because there's too much of a gray area. Like religion, I don't know that it's something that you can teach one way and teach a class of 30 people. If you want to just explain what morality is and how people should act in a society that claims to be Christian, then that would perfectly be acceptable. But we got to find some way to teach kids morality, and it's not being done at home enough. So it's a good question that really doesn't have a solid one-way answer.
All right, morality in the classroom. I thought about this, and I was thinking that it's an inherent part of teaching that morality is taught in the classroom. For instance, in history we teach about the Holocaust. An inherent side effect of teaching about the Holocaust is that students understand the risks of having a dictator, the risks of singling out one religion, and what's right and wrong pertaining to that. Also, another good example would be women's rights. We teach about how women have been treated in history, and we want to avoid the persecutions that they underwent in the past. This also applies to science. We like to teach about right and wrong in nature, specifically when it comes to morality of humans, say sexual relations and various things like that. As for math, right and wrong answers. So yes, morality is taught in the classroom. It's an inherent part of teaching. There's no way to really avoid it. And at the end of the day, students walk out of the classroom knowing right from wrong just from what we taught that day.
Should morality be taught in a classroom? I actually do believe it's an important aspect in school to teach your students from right and wrong. I mean, not pushing your own views on it, but it is important since kids do see the teachers more often than they see their parents. And if it can't be taught at home, it should be also taught in school, whether you should, what is right and what is wrong, if cheating is okay, which it isn't, and what to do, like, you know, especially with stealing or something like that, copying answers. It pretty much is taught in school that you shouldn't plagiarize and you shouldn't steal or copy answers or anything like that, but it is alright to help a friend out if they need help. And in that aspect, you're kind of teaching kids to help, and it's not wrong. So morality is definitely, it plays an important part in school and basically every single subject, because when you're in a learning environment, sometimes you do need help, but you can't cheat off the smart kid next to you because you're not helping anyone, and they're not helping themselves by giving you answers. So as teachers, I do believe that it should be enforced, and I believe that's why they have the contracts in the beginning of class where you said that you've read all like the plagiarism and the handbook and everything. And usually, especially in the School of Business, they actually make you take a test on it to see if you know your ethics and your morals. And usually if you don't pass it, you have to take a morality class. So it is definitely an important aspect in school, and I believe that teachers should definitely teach it. And especially how to treat people. Don't treat them badly, treat them how you want to be treated. So yeah, that's my thought on it.
So, there you have it. I guess that's everyone's opinion. Not everyone. I didn't interview the whole world, but, you know, I interviewed 3 people who are close to me, work-related, school-related, family, and I've got a mixture of concerns about morality in the classroom. Frank thought that morality in the classroom would be great because he thinks that, you know, students do need someone to be there and tell them what's right and wrong. But at the same time, Frank has an issue with indoctrination. I believe that he feels that if we teach morality a certain way, we can push students to feel a certain way. Maybe someone has a very liberal view of morality. I think as a future educator, I think we know what's right and what's wrong. And I think we know to not impose certain things on certain students. I wouldn't impose my political philosophy on a student, and I wouldn't expect anybody else to do that. We also made a great point that morality is already taught in the classroom. We teach about the Holocaust. We teach about Columbus being not such a great person. We teach about striving to do great things in one's life, landing on the moon, for instance. And Caroline also made a great point because, as a graduate of the business program from New Paltz, she had to take an ethics test. And if she didn't pass the ethics test, she would have had to take a morality class. So, I think morality is in the classroom already. I just think that people need to understand that there's a fine line between morality, what is one's moral value, and what is moral value that a society should have. And I don't think that we should mix the two. And that's my spiel.